Good afternoon, it's Darren from Invest Your Income. Here are some trades that I've recently taken with the blue arrows pointing here. Some people can find it hard to make money online. This is what I've been doing for the last 14 years. The last 5 years I've been consistent and profitable. This, from my perspective, is the easiest and most accessible way for you to make money without writing a book, without typing for other people, without creating, businesses where you drop ship to and things to people. I've looked at all those things, but I've been doing this for years and years. This is the way that I like and I specialise in. So, it's different people, but I know a beginner can do this. And I can show you why. It's because there are simple patterns that we can use that can make consistent trades without being greedy. This is an example. This is the pound New Zealand dollar, which I like a lot. The reason I like it, it's very volatile, it moves around, and it moves in certain patterns most of the time. We do take losses like anything else, but it's a very consistent way of trading. I trade this currency, and then I'll invest any profits into stocks and dividends using exactly the same system. I do like dividends and stocks because they pay you consistently, and whilst you're doing nothing as well. So, lots of strategies here. This is just for people that find it hard to make money. You can make money, okay, and fairly easy. Just need a bit of coaching, I'm not a coach, I don't do coaching. People have asked me and I helped a guy out who I know, and these were the trades we took, okay. There are reasons for these trades being taken. So here we can see, here up the top you can see these I've got switched off the minute because they confuse you. When you first look at these patterns, we've just got a flow of, these are 2-minute candles, so each one of these bars represents 2 minutes. Okay, so you can see we've been trading for quite some time here, but this is what I found works for me best. It gives me a certain amount of enjoyment because I can stay in the market and not get too bored. Things still happen, but it's not too volatile. So, if you do find it hard making money, this is why you can make money online. It's my own personal preference. It's what I do as a speciality. I've been doing it, 14 years, but I really honed in skills later on. So we have these are flows of the market, which can be these. You get highs, you get lows, you get movement all in the middle. Okay, and we just take a bit of those movements. So here we can see an entry, so it's the first trade of the day. This was at 9 o'clock in the morning, and we took this trade. Now you look at that trade, it's come down, okay, it's hit this level here and it's carried on going down. Most people would then panic and close their trades here. We don't do that, we stay in, and I stayed in for the market. It was up and down, breaking even, going into loss. So for quite some time here, so 40 minutes or something we've been in this trade, and after an hour we're in a loss. Most people would close those trades out. We're going to stay in and we enter again. So now we've got 2 trades running and they go nicely up to a profit. And there's a reason why that happens. And we just take a small amount during that time. Okay, so you can see here we've entered on this candle here, at the bottom here, which is 1.6, and I go out of this trade is around here. Okay, at 3.8. So that's a nice little trade. And this one here that we're in already took a small profit, but we made up most of it with this recovery trade down here. And we entered again because it was a lovely situation setting up here. Again, it pulled lower, people would panic and close out. We don't, we stay in. We stay in the market and it comes back up. And I closed out up here, and we got a nice few extra pips, and then we carry on this way. And this is a classic example here, where you see the price drop. So I got in this trade here, which is a lovely entry. Comes down, you'd expect it to carry on. It pulls back, and on these bars people would either close out or they'd wait for it to break these highs from up here. We stay in. It comes down, it goes up. I can still see it's going to carry on going down, so I stay in, and what do you know, we make another successful trade. We carry on trading, and this was, I think, my last trade of the day. So the market went down, it pulled back, and I entered on this one, and I made my money more or less straight away at these lows down here. So we've got 5 trades for that day. Now turn these on. These are just moving averages. Okay, so the first one is what we call whole moving average. It probably won't come on now. This is What I'm using here is TradingView, so it's can be free. I do the paid version, just gives me access to a few more indicators. So this is the what's called whole moving average. We can do these as well. Smooth moving average and exponential moving averages. These are not essential to the trading system I use. It's just enables you to have a slightly clearer perspective of what's actually happening. So if you're completely new to trading, you won't want to do these. This is a 633 moving average for each. There's a reason I have that figure. I won't cover it in this video, however. It's just what I use. It gives you a trend direction, basically. So if you look at this green one, I'll turn off the others just to clarify what we're doing. So we've got this green line. You can see what I've entered here. It's the 633 is going down. This is pulled back here, and I've entered a nice setup here. And it's gone on down. Okay, here I can see it's completely flat, so it's called a trading range, bouncing up and down. And that's why I'm trading these trades here, because I know at some stage it's going to go up to this line. It's a very high chance anyway. Could do something freaky, the markets always can. However, more often than not, it'll go back up to this line. And it did do. And we made some nice money here. It stayed below this line and got overbought, so we just sold off again. Okay, nice and simple, low stress, and very profitable on this occasion. So we did that. That was this was the 8th of August. Took a few more trades here. The bottom here. This is where it went wrong. So there's a trade taken here, down here. Okay, that was a classic pullback. We thought it was forming a channel. It wasn't, and it pulled back further. However, I could see the line's down. Okay, so it's a high chance at some stage it's going to correct and go back down again. So I didn't panic, just stayed in that trade, and I re-entered for my recovery trade here. This came down, and as soon as it got near here, I closed for a small loss on this trade around there, around these lows here. I stayed in this trade right the way down to the bottom and came out about there. So we ended up 16 pips on that. Sorry, no, it wasn't 16. It was about 30 pips on that after all. Take away a few other pips, so about 25 pips profit on that one. I trade with my friend. I was just trading on €1 a pip. I don't know what the hell happened here, but it's just gone blank. Never mind. So that was just a simple trade we made on that day. For some reason it's updated and gone through. Here we can see other opportunities. I would enter here. I would enter here, and would carry on entering. This was just a line I'd put in from the trader put in. So basically, there's lots of opportunities in trading to make money. I keep the stress down as low as possible. I look to make a nice bit of money each day. My target for helping my friend out was €50 a day, and 1 week we made €200, and that was off €50 starting. So I started with €50, extremely high leverage, very high chance of that account being blown. Okay, so don't be under any illusions. This is extremely high risk for the amount of capital, but the only risk was €50. So he wasn't too fussed, and I wasn't too fussed. I just wanted to show him. But he found it hard. He didn't believe you can make money online, and we basically increased his account by 5 times in 1 week. You wouldn't do that normally, and I certainly don't do that risk. It was just a demonstration of what can be done. Okay, but when you're taking €50 a day, €100 a day, or larger amounts as I do, then you can take the stress off. Okay, you don't need to worry because you've got the balance to absorb that. But with €50, most people can afford that, or $50 or whatever. You've got no stress because the downside's disposable income. For most people, you can have that amount of money. Even people that are struggling can get $50 or €50. 100 would be easier, a bit less stressful. Because things can go wrong. They can have a spike and can take you out. But your loss is €50 and it's capped because you get a margin call in your account. So if you're struggling to make money online, this is how you can make money online. And if you're struggling to make money in general, this is how I do it. You don't have to have a massive amount of knowledge. You can go through a few indicators that we have here. I'll turn these other ones back on because it makes this look very nice, I think. And we can see here, we've got a nice upward trend. I'll zoom out a bit. Nice upward trend here. You can see it's crossed over. It's going up. All the upward pressure. Here we can see we've got head and shoulders pattern. Shoulder, head, shoulder. And it comes down. A lot of people would enter down here somewhere or enter here and take this move, expecting it to plummet down. And what's it do? It reverses and goes back up again. That's why I don't like the classic trading patterns. Trading patterns are good. They're not guaranteed in any way, and a lot of people end up losing, so stay in one of the big wins. So this is a bit of a trading video. It was meant to be how you can make money, and if people find it hard to make money, and there are ways to do it. Like everything, like this has been honed for me over years, watching the markets, and it's just something I enjoy doing now, and I do it as stress-free as possible. If you do want to ask me any questions, do like, comment, subscribe, text, email. You can't text actually, but you can email me. I'll leave my email address at the bottom if you want to get in contact. I'll try and help you as much as I can. I'm not selling you anything or anything like that. This is me on YouTube saying what I do. Okay? Let me know what you think. Hope you found it interesting. If it's a bit too technical, I do apologise. I'm just trying to put as much as I can into one video. I've done investing videos and I've done trading videos. This is how I trade to get capital to invest in the stock market, which then gives me money coming back each month or quarter, or whichever stocks you're in, depending. So I basically get an income from my stocks and the capital appreciation, if I can, out of the stocks, and I get my capital each day from my trading forex. Thank you very much. Take care and enjoy your day.